we arrived in two groups from Richmond Air Base on Royal Australian Air Force planes. The first crew arrived and set up a base camp, and as soon as they had that set up, they were deployed into the field. Not long after they arrived at the PGG building to change over with the New Zealand crew that had been there all the night before, and they rescued 3 people, I think, from that building the night before, and our guys and girls discovered a lady that was trapped about 2 floors above the ground in a very precarious position. It was a protracted rescue because she was in a bad position, and the danger was that she could fall, or that some of the steel that they use in the reinforcement of the concrete could have injured her in some way, or in fact injured the rescuers. So it took just under 4 hours to get her out. But the rescue itself lifted our spirits, and certainly lifted the spirits of the other rescuers to find someone after that period of time in that building. It was very good.
Can you describe to me a little bit of the process in that, say, that particular rescue, how you work with the women and like the guys, and what you have to be aware of and look out for?
Yeah, look, the particular structure had collapsed what we call pancake style. So that is where all the layers of the building come down on top of each other, and they force into the ground basically. But underneath where the lady was like a driveway. So the actual floor of the building came to rest on a wall next door, and cracks appeared roughly where the woman was. So we had a situation where it was pivoted on each side of the slab, and we had to cut through some concrete to get her out. So and the only way to reach her was via a portable ladder in the first instance, and then a fire and rescue. New Zealand Fire and Rescue appliance came along with and assisted us with a boom, so that we could, like a ladder, a turntable ladder if you like, to get her out. So it was a really good team effort.
What was her reaction when she saw you guys?
Obviously she was very, very happy to be heard. She had explained to the rescuers that she tried to yell out the night before, but she realised that there was just way too much noise, and she couldn't be heard. So she waited for her opportunity, and I wasn't there, but I believe that she said, "Can someone ring my husband?" And then she gave out her phone number. And once the firefighters had realised there was someone in there, we put a camera in to see where she was. She was trapped, but not in a dangerous position. The first thing the guys did, I think, was put in some water for her to rehydrate, and then they set up about coming up with a strategy to extricate her without any further injury.
So can you tell me a little bit about the sort of expertise required and the nature of your work?
Oh, look, urban search and rescue is a national competency. New South Wales, we're very competent in that field. We like to try and benchmark our strategies, and of course share with other nations. We have people training all the time. We send people overseas to train, and we send people overseas to train other people. And so, yeah, our technologies are pretty much very similar to others, and yeah, we're up there with the best.
So how are you working your teams in terms of the shifts while you're here?
We've got 72 people deployed. That comprises of doctors, ambulance paramedics. We've got engineers from the Department of Commerce. We've also got some surveyors. We've also got just your standard urban search and rescue firefighters. We've got people, liaison officers from Emergency Management Australia. We've divided the team into an Alpha and a Bravo shift. So our Alpha shift's a day shift, and unfortunately I'm on the Bravo shift, which is a night shift. But we just work from 8 p.m. till 8 a.m. and 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. And we'll keep doing that until the job's done.
So you haven't had any sleep yet?
Not yet.
Okay, when are you going to get some?
Probably soon, I hope.
Okay, and just one final question in terms of the comparing contrast, like coming into Christchurch here and what you've seen, how is it? What
Nothing like I've ever seen. I've seen some, devastation before, but never on this scale. To me, I've had a good look around in reconnaissance, and the whole CBD is affected. Not just the older style buildings, but houses, large buildings, that hotel. I don't know how big it is, 40 odd stories. It's like nothing I've ever seen. So.